First Take is here in Rochester, New York, and our next guest needs no introduction. Led the Bills to 4 straight Super Bowls, a Hall of Famer, a legend here, Jim Kelly. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you. Yes.
This guy needs a standing O. All right, clearly you know a thing or two about the quarterback position.
A little bit.
Your Buffalo Bills.
All I know is we need one.
Who should be starting? Yes, it's never a good thing when there's multiple quarterbacks on your squad. Who should start week 1?
You know what? This is what this is for. This is what preseason is for. First time I really watched all 4 of them throw was today. I mean, I've seen bits and pieces of, even EJ the last couple of years, but really they all have good throws, and some of them are not so good. So somebody's just got to be consistent. I think that's what Rex is looking at in the system. But the best thing for all those guys, including EJ, because he's been here before, is it's a new system. Everybody's starting off from ground zero, and the best guy wins.
What am I missing here? I'm watching the Buffalo Bills right now, whether it's you, whether it's Andre Reed, I'm of course, Rex Ryan. I'm seeing a level of excitement around this team that I have not seen in quite some time. You know the personnel changes that have been made, the money that has been spent. Do you believe that it's legitimate, the excitement that's surrounding this team?
No doubt about it. I mean, you always want to talk optimistic when you talk about your team. I mean, it's just the way it is. But when Rex first got here and just the excitement he brought, not only to the team but to the fans, he got everybody going. And then Russ Brandon and them go out and get the guys that they need. I mean, they started with Sammy Watkins last year. And, of course, the trades that they made and getting some of the guys that are here now this year, there's no doubt. When you have a defense and a solid defense, if these guys stay healthy, I don't know how many teams will be able to score a lot of points. But the key right now is, and I know this, what everybody's been saying, is the quarterback position. I mean, I watch the receivers out there. We got some weapons. And you look at the running back position, we're solid all the way around. Now it's just a matter of that guy that puts his hands under the center, what he can do.
So, correct me if I'm wrong, but my gut feeling would be that Rex would go with a Matt Castle, sort of low risk, low reward, just don't mess it up, don't make mistakes. Would that be your early gut feeling?
I'd say that, but I've listened to what people have said. I think, to be honest with you, I think it's a 3-way. I think Tyrod has a good chance too. I watched him throw some deep passes today, and I think that's where EJ and Matt have both struggled a little bit on their deep throws. Personally, I like all 3 of them, but I like EJ. I mean, just his personality, how he talks to the players, how he motivates them, how he gets it done. You want him to do well. I've known Matt from the days when he was Tom Brady's backup. Good kid, love to see him do well, but EJ is a draft pick that they wanted to have him thrive, wanted him to be the man. Now there's an opportunity for him to step up and do it. I think the players love him. I love his leadership. Now he's got to do it on the field.
Yeah, but when you say that, Jim Kelly, how much can you lead if you ain't playing?
You don't.
You can't.
You don't.
So everything that you just said, it only matters if EJ's in the lineup, right?
Totally agree, 100%.
So with that being said, talk to me about what you think makes a good quarterback in today's NFL. What are the components that you absolutely have to be on the field and being effective as a quarterback?
Consistency. I mean, I know that's a cliche to a certain point, but the thing is, we have not had that in so long. I'm not just talking from play to play, but I'm talking game to game, year to year. We have not had a guy that can put 5, 6, 7 games together and win on a streak. We've had guys that have a good game, then the following week you think he never played the game before. We need that consistency out of a player, and I know the one that just have not make the major mistakes. And I know there's quarterbacks that have won Super Bowls that really managed the game. They didn't make the crucial mistakes at crucial times during the course of a year. We need our quarterback to be consistent. We need our quarterback to, during the course of the year, probably win 2, maybe 3 games for us. The defense is good enough that will give that opportunity to the quarterback, shorten that field for him so he doesn't have to make the big plays all the time. Do we have that guy? I don't know. That's what preseason is for. I know that's what Rex is looking for, and I know that's what the offensive system is geared towards, making sure these guys get the ball to the receivers. They don't have to make the big plays downfield all the time. But the thing is, they have the guys to make the big play downfield. They have the speed. They have the talent. See what happens.
So as a great quarterback, how strongly do you believe that Tom Brady cheated and lied about it?
Oh, to be honest with you, and I've heard you guys both speak, I disagree with you.
Really?
The reason I do, because, number one, Roger Goodell and the NFL do not want to have Tom Brady sit out. He's the greatest quarterback. That's an asset to the NFL, to have a guy like Tom Brady. But the thing is, if you don't have anything to hide, then let it all out there. The only thing that bums me out is if you're a quarterback and you did nothing wrong, then if they ask you to do something, show something, and do it. The thing that bummed me out to begin with, and I love Tom to death, and I think he's one of the greatest to ever play the game. But when they ask him, did you cheat? Do you think you're a cheater? And he says, I don't think I am. No. If somebody's dogging you and talking negative about you, you do whatever you can to clear your name. And when you don't clear it, then you start having doubts. And when the national media and the national public are just abusing you and saying all these negative things, me personally, hey, what do you need to see to prove my innocence? And if you don't do that, if you destroy phones, and I don't know all the logistics behind it all, I just pray that he didn't do it. But I'll tell you what, you think there's an equipment manager in the National Football League who's going to do something to a football without letting the greatest quarterback in football know about it?
I don't.
Totally. So
okay, he says
whether he did that or whether he didn't
people did anything to the footballs.
What's that?
He said none of his equipment people did anything to the footballs.
Of course he said that. He's in a situation right now. It's like the old saying, once you start to lie, you continue to lie, and he keeps getting backfired. I don't know whether Tom's telling the truth or not, but the thing is, if it's me, if I have nothing to hide, what do you need to see? What do you need to prove my innocence? Right. Especially when you are Tom Brady. If you have nothing to hide, then what do you need to see? If you need to see my cell phone, here it is. But don't take it with you.
Even if your Players Association and your lawyer said under no way, shape, or form are you going to invade the right of privacy of giving up your cell phone?
I don't care what they say. This is me. Yeah, they can say because they're not dogging them, they're dogging me as a quarterback. If somebody told me that I was cheating and you're doing this, you're doing that, I'm telling you what, Jim Kelly's going to defend himself, because my dad told me when I leave my home, you represent the Kelly name and don't tarnish it. Well, Tom Brady's name is being tarnished now, and I hope to pray that something comes out that it shows that he didn't do it. And the person to do that is Tom Brady. He needs to stand up and man up and say, you know what, this is the way it is, and we'll see what happens. But so I pray everything works out for God.
He testified under oath in the appeals process. He did nothing wrong, 100% innocent.
Well, and then he needs to answer all the questions that they need to ask him to make sure his name's cleared. I hope he does it, and we'll find out sooner or later what's really in Tom Brady's heart. But again, I love Tom to death, and I hope everything works out. Because even I'm going to end on this one for you guys. Is I know that I said before that I hope he only gets a 2-game suspension because the Bills play him in 2 games. That was something you say to be funny. I would like to see the Buffalo Bills play Tom Brady. I'd like to see that defense and see what Tom Brady can do against him, because he's the best.
Stephen A. Smith, it's good that you showed up. It's good that you showed up.
Yeah, right.
Kelly.
You said what I said.
Did you put him up to that?
Not at all.
And I'm not, no, and I love Kraft very well. I love the whole, and I'm not nothing against the Patriots. But I'll tell you what, if you are defending yourself, man, you say whatever it is to clear your name.